Alright guys, welcome back to part 2 of my Twitter training on how to generate targeted leads on Twitter. If you haven't watched, the part 1, I definitely encourage that you go back and actually watch that because it shows the first step, you know, in getting these prospects to reach out to you. Okay, and that's fundamental because what I'm going to cover today is exactly how to pre-qualify and get your prospect excited to jump to your landing page and give you their email address. So how many of you would like that? I'm sure you'd love, to be able to get them off Twitter and onto your email list because we know that success online is about building that list and marketing to that your email list. Okay, so if you haven't watched that video, I definitely encourage that you go and check it out. You know, on my blog. Okay, so this is part 2. You've gotten them interested and they actually reach out to you. I like the part that they reach out to you because it puts them at on the asking side. Okay, you're not the one actually um, approaching them to tell them about your business, but they are the ones asking you. Okay, so that's why part 1 is very important. Okay, so let's dive into this. Alright, so this is what you're going to learn. Okay, how to generate leads within 10 minutes. It is so exciting because I did this strategy and I literally started getting leads within 10 to 15 minutes of doing exactly what I'm going to share with you in this tutorial. Okay, I'm also going to share how to build rapport quickly with cold prospects on Twitter. Okay, because these guys are guys you don't know at all, and I'm going to show you how you can build rapport quickly to get them familiar with you and to trust you enough to give you their email address. Okay, so I'm going to show you the exact words to say to instantly build posture and establish you as an authority. And also I'm going to show you the exact words I used to get them off Twitter to your email list without being salesy. Okay, without appearing salesy. So that's the essence of this tutorial is actually to show you step by step how I did it, and I actually average 15 plus leads daily with this strategy. So I mean that's pretty cool to know. All right, so I got an average of 15 leads a day with this. This is just a snapshot of my email address from one of the days, and I was also able to hit the lead generation leaderboard in my internet marketing community, and this is exciting because this wasn't my goal. Okay, I just stumbled on this strategy, I uncovered it, and someone hit me up on Facebook and actually tagged me in this update and said, hey, you're on the leaderboard. So that was pretty exciting to know. Okay, so if you want to get on the leaderboard in your company or in your community, this strategy can definitely help you to get there. All right, so what you need a capture page. Obviously we're going to be sending these people to a page where they can get your email address. Okay, now don't be hung up on this. Okay, um, if you're new to internet marketing, you're new to building your business online, you don't need to be hung up on a capture page. You will get that it's good to have, but you can actually use this strategy without one. But for the highest results, for best results, okay, you need a capture page, and I'm going to show you exactly what I used. You also need an email list. So I use GetResponse, but Aweber is also an equally great list email autoresponder or email service you can use. And what I did, for those of you that are a bit advanced, I created a new segment in my email list specifically for for this campaign that I'm running. Okay, so I actually wanted to test and track how this was doing, so I created a new segment and I hooked that up to my capture page. All right, and obviously the third thing you need is Twitter. I mean, if you don't have Twitter, you can't do any of this, right? All right, so let's dig into this. So this is the exact capture page I use. If you're in MLSP, you recognize this page. It's Justice Egan catching how he fired his boss on tape. So Justice Egan is also one of the members in our community, one of the leaders, and so this is the capture page I use. I send them to this page. They watched a 1-minute video, and really I'm not even interested in the video. All I want them to do is to fill in their name and email, to get access to what I tell them, through our chat. So are you ready? I'm fired up. I'm gonna show you some pretty interesting thing. This is actually very simple, and you're actually doing, you're doing some of it. Okay, if you're on Twitter, you're already doing some of it. Some of the strategies I'm using here, and I also covered that in the first part. But let's just go into it. So the first thing is to build rapport. Now, we're coming from tagging an influential brand and people reaching out to you. So now they actually send you the first message, because you ask them to send you a direct message, and they'll say, hello Adeposi, I'm reaching out to you because you said there's a business opportunity online. I'm interested. What's the details? Things like that. And so this is my reply. Okay, I've made it standard, but you could put it in your own words, but this is exactly what I say. I say, oh, thanks for connecting with me, and then I say, I help coachable people earn side or full-time income working from home online. What is your business or career background? Guys, I literally copied this from my Twitter message box and pasted here. Okay, so this is exactly what I write, and you're going to see some examples later on. Okay, so this is a good conversation starter. Now, you want to make sure you are the one leading the conversation and asking the questions, not the other way around. Okay, because they are the ones that approached you now and said they're interested. Okay, but you don't want, usually they will ask you what's it about or what are the details. You don't want them to be the ones leading the conversation. So right from here, I just give them an introduction and I take over. Okay, I say, what is your business career background? And then they're going to give me an answer. Whatever the answer is, I'm not really interested in the answer, but what I want to do is to build rapport as fast as I can so that I can get them on my list. Okay, that's the aim of this campaign. Just get them on my list. So once they answer this question, I go deeper. If they tell me they're into fashion design, I ask them, are you specifically for male or female? Do you have a shop? Do you have an online presence? I just ask one or two questions to further build that rapport. I ask about their goals, ask about their vision. Where do they want to take this? Establish it as a very a big company, or are they just doing this on the side? I just really want to build that rapport with them quickly. Okay, so this is another question I ask them. What is your ultimate goal? Do you have this is a type, okay, so you don't even need to be a guru in English to do this. Okay, so I think what I wanted to write there is, do you plan to apply this side income to fund other interests, or would you consider going full-time into working from home when it generates enough money for you to live on? Okay, what I want to know is their ultimate goal. What are they tending towards? Okay, so although I'm saying this I presented this as a side business, I want to know if they're actually interested in making money full time from it at home. Okay, because this starts to pre-qualify those I want to spend time with. All right, so this also helps them to connect your opportunity to one of their core desires. So some of them would say they want to use the money to fund their other business that they have. And actually someone told me that she wanted to use the side income to pay off her home mortgage. Okay, so that actually starts painting a picture for you of how serious this can be for them, and also gets them more interested in what this is actually about. All right. So the next question I asked them: how much monthly income would make this worth pursuing for you as a business at the moment? Okay. So I'm also, gradually cutting off those, and there are several people that after these questions just get discouraged, and I'm not bothered about those. Okay, I just want to know who's really serious about building, an online business. Okay, so I asked them how much monthly income would make this worth pursuing, and the reason for this question is not to say, a full-time income that they can live off. Okay, because if you're making, $150 or $200 as a side income every month consistently, that could actually make a difference in a lot of lives. You understand? So I'm not talking about a full-time income here. How much income would make this worth pursuing? Okay, would make it worth being consistent, with. So this makes them visualize themselves working with you. Okay, gets them to start picturing, okay, if I work with this guy, for them to finish that imagination, they have to conclude that they are working with you first. Okay, so if I work with this guy, then how much would I make, and what can I do with that? Okay, so this increases their attention and raises their curiosity. So the next step is to build instant authority. So you've built rapport. Okay, now you want to build instant authority, and I asked them, I said, now how much are you willing to invest in developing and growing your online business on a monthly basis? Now I know where I'm going with this, because whatever I'm going to introduce them to, whether it's my network marketing company or it's my internet marketing company, I'm with MLSP, so My Lead System Pro. So either of the two, there's definitely a monthly commitment, and I want to know right from the onset who's ready to build a business. Okay, so this shows them that this is not some flimsy internet get rich quick scheme, and it also further qualifies the prospect and saves you time. So a lot of people at this stage, now there's several of those guys at this stage that just stopped responding or started asking me funny questions, like, or just giving me objections at this stage, and I'm really not interested in these guys. I'm looking for quality targeted leads. Okay, so and some of them replied and told me, oh, someone said 100,000 naira, which is about $600 or so. Another person told me 15 to 20,000 naira, monthly. Which is okay. So whatever it is, I'm not really interested in the answer. I just want them to give me an answer, and just follow my conversation, because I'm going somewhere. So once I've asked them that, oh, sorry, a mistake. Okay, so once I asked them that, the next step is to establish posture. And I say this, okay, I was even a bit, anxious to say this, but I said it. And I said, to be honest, I'm a really busy person, and I can only work with you if you are willing to be coachable and follow the easy steps. Can we proceed? Okay, so I'm putting a disclaimer there that, look, I'm not here to waste time. I'm not here to play games. If you're ready to do this thing, you need to be willing to be coachable, and you need to, pay some close attention here. Okay, so because this is serious business. So this further pre-qualifies them and gets them to say yes. So when I say, can we proceed, most of them will say yes. Let's see the details, or yes, let's go ahead, or yes, you may proceed. I want them to say yes before they see the capture page, because the amount of yeses you can get from a process before you actually show them the presentation can increase the likelihood of actually doing exactly what you asked them to do. So I ask this question, and the next thing I tell them is, I'll send you to my website. This is actually a short a pretty link from bit.ly, like a short code from my website. I actually pasted the capture page link there, and Twitter shortened it to that. So I just tell them, enter your name and email and watch the 19-minute video on the next page. Okay, I'll answer your questions once you're done. Now, the reason I'm this explicit here is that I know the page I'm sending them to is it has a video, and I don't want them to be hung on that video. Okay, so they might watch the video and they might not watch it, but I'm not really interested in that. What I want them to do on that page is to enter their name and their email and watch the 19-minute video on the next page, so they actually know that they have to go to the next page, and that means they have to click a button on this page, whatever button it is, and go to the next page and then watch that 19-minute video. Okay, so that gets them on my list before they actually see the video, which is the game plan here. All right, so that's the 4 steps. Very simple. I told you, very simple. It's just a conversation. You just need a framework, okay? And special thanks to Vitaly Dubinin from Israel, my buddy in MLSP, who shared this framework with us. I just took that exact framework and I applied it on Twitter, and it's working. So this is an example. This is from one of the people I contacted. Okay, I didn't actually contact them, right? They sent me the message. So this is the first message here. She says, good afternoon, Mr. Adeposi. I said, hello, thanks for connecting. It's a pleasure. I help Coachable ambitious people earn a side full-time income. So you can see that there. And she replied, I work for Iroko TV as a monitoring officer, blah blah. And then I said, oh, that's great. What does a monitoring officer do exactly? So what I'm doing here is actually to dig deeper, as I said. And then they go that I monitor Nollywood channels, give an explanation. I say, okay, so what would be your ultimate goal with your side income? If you make enough to live on, would you go full-time into this? And here's a reply. If it's enough for me to start the things I have projected on, fine, I could go full-time, depend on its futuristic value. And I go to the next question. How much is enough? Monthly income wise. So you can see I'm just flowing with the conversation here. I'm not taking it verbatim. Okay, so I'm just flowing, and there's some other conversations I had that didn't really go this way, but I just made sure to follow that framework to build rapport first of all. So person went on explaining and actually answered 150k naira monthly. That's about $1,000 or thereabout, around that. Okay, so 150k monthly will make this worth pursuing for this person. That's $1,000, and I know that's pretty achievable, no, in good time. Okay, if you're serious online. So I said, okay, well, since you're ready, go here, enter your name and address, and that. And the person actually gave me a response. Okay, slow tonight, can't view. And I said, all right, okay, I can't do that through the phone. The video is the best way. So I mean, that's how this person got on my list. The next example I have here is good morning, please, I would like to know about a side business you have tweeted about yesterday. Thank you. I said, hello, thanks for contacting me. Same process. The person says, I'm an interior designer, what's your job about? Okay, but she said, is it she or he has a 9-to-5 job? I said, okay, what is your job about? Quantity surveying and construction. I said, great. I'm a practicing architect. Actually, I'm a practicing architect. I still have a full-time job, and I build my business on the side. So I said, great, I'm a practicing architect. So tell me, why would you want a side income or business? What would that enable you to do? And she said, that's nice. The side income will help me raise funds to invest in other businesses. One last question before I go into details. How much practically as a monthly income will be life-changing for you with a home-based online business? And this person says between 15 to 25,000 naira, which is about $150 to $200, $150 thereabout. Sounds practical. I said, okay, great. We can cross that pretty quickly. All I want them to do is answer a few questions, and I give them the call to action. Okay, so pretty simple. That's how I got these guys on my list. But just a quick recap here. The 4 easy steps. Number 1 is to build rapport and go deeper. Okay, ask some questions and make sure you're the one leading the conversation. Number 2 is to build instant authority, by giving, by asking how much, they like to earn part time, and also asking how much they are willing to invest. Okay, the third step is to establish posture by giving them a disclaimer and telling them, look, you're really busy and you're only going to work with them if they are willing to be coachable and follow the easy steps. Okay, you could put anything there, stay consistent or whatever. Okay, that just establishes, posture for you, right? um, right away. And the next thing you do after you've established that posture is a direct call to action. Go here and do this. All right. So, how was that? Trust you love that. So that's it. Very simple. I hope you enjoyed this training. I'm definitely sure if it could work for me, it can work for you. If you love this training, you can, and you want to dive deeper on Twitter, get my 6 silly simple steps to get 15 plus leads a day on Twitter, guaranteed. Okay. I say silly because they actually sound silly. I mean, once you see them, you'll be like, okay, why haven't I been doing this? Okay, it's just like free list there every day. All right. So if you want to get this, click the link below this video, and you get instant access to these tips to build your business. Hope you got value out of this. Definitely feel free to share, to help someone out, and you can hop over to my blog at adekposiokukbe.com for more practical tips on building your business online. All right, with that being said, thanks for watching this tutorial, and I'll see you on another show. Bye.